Welcome back to the show, Reds. This is the Shankly Session, the Liverpool podcast we bring you each and every day out there on the upper tier on YouTube. If you could do me a favor and hit that subscribe and bell notification button to help grow the channel, that would be fantastic. Thought I'd jump on here and do just a little short show here. News coming through yesterday that's been confirmed that a guy who we revere as a legend at the club, Divock Origi, will be leaving the club and heading off to AC Milan. So I thought I'd come on and do a little show where we could reminisce about his moments. I don't think there's been a player in the history of the game that has played less for a club, created so many moments, and basically in a fan base reached legendary status. And we hear Klopp talking about him, that the legend of Divock Origi. And it's so true when you go back and you reminisce about the moments he has created. He's just been in the right place at the right time, in the right moment at the right time to create these memories for us that are unbelievable. So much so to the point where fans in the fan base are calling for a statue for this man. And it's crazy when you think about it because, he signed for us in 2014. Of course, we know he was loaned back to Lille that season and came in 15. So he's had kind of 6-7 seasons with us now at this stage, and in 7 seasons he's made 107 appearances for Liverpool, scoring 22 goals. But when you think of those 22 goals, nearly half of them are legendary in the club's history. It's mad when you think about the moments that have been created. We know 11th of July 2015 he was named in Liverpool's 30-man squad for a pre-season tour in Thailand, Australia and Malaysia. His non-competitive debut, a pre-season friendly against Thai All-Stars on the 14th of July, he scored his first goal for the club in a 4-0 win. As I said earlier, Liverpool 107 appearances, 22 goals. He scored his first competitive Liverpool goal on the 2nd of December, a hat-trick in a 6-1 win away over Southampton in the quarterfinals of the League Cup. 11 days later, he scored his first Premier League goal, replacing the injured Dejan Lovren. Imagine replacing Dejan Lovren with Divock Origi in a 79th minute and scoring an added time equaliser from outside the penalty area for a 2-2 draw against West Brom at Anfield. On the 14th of February, he scored his second league goal against Aston Villa in a 6-0 victory, only 27 seconds after replacing Daniel Sturridge in the second half. And this was the fastest goal scored by a substitute that season. So again, the legendary status here of Divock Origi is beginning to build. Unbelievable. On the 7th of April 2016, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp surprisingly started Origi ahead of Sturridge, the first team striker, of course, during Liverpool's Europa League final match against Borussia Dortmund. And that was seen as a pivotal move at that stage and sending a message to Daniel Sturridge. I think at that time the story was that I think Klopp would come out. Sturridge was dealing with a number of injuries, and I think the narrative at the time was that a lot of this stuff can be mental and not actual physical injuries and stuff like that and all. And that's when it kind of went a little bit apart in terms of Sturridge. On the 20th of April 2016, he sustained ankle ligament injury at home against Everton, the foul by Funes Mori, who received a red card and a subsequent 3-match ban. Absolutely shocking tackle. No surprise by them. But let's talk about these moments that Divock had created. Just unbelievable. 2nd of December 2018, he scored his first goal of the season in a Merseyside derby match against city rivals Everton, which Liverpool won 1-0. Origi came on as a substitute for Bobby Firmino in the 84th minute and scored with a header in the 96th minute. If you remember, this was the one that came into Pickford off the bar down and Divock ran in and boom, put it away. Unbelievable. The place just erupted. And here we are. The legendary status is building again. 7th of May 2019, he scored his first time in the Champions League, netting a brace in the semi-final against Barcelona. Should we mention corner taken quickly, Origi? This is a saying that will be in the club's history forever. and he holds that as part of it with Trent. Corner taken quickly, Origi. And remember, he was the man who got us going that night as well when he pinched on the parried save from Jordan's effort. So absolutely unbelievable. Let's not forget on the 1st of June, he scored Liverpool's second goal in a 2-0 win over Tottenham in the Champions League final. This was, remember, it was 1-0 for a long stretch in that game. And then Divock came on and he sealed it. And I remember that day I was at Aintree Racecourse doing the fan park thing. And the place just erupted when Origi scored, just erupted, took off. I've never experienced that. Like, it was unbelievable. I'd say the only thing better was if you were in the stadium or at the fan parks near the ground or something like that. But it was just incredible. The joy, the people. We were hugging strangers. Everyone was bonded as Liverpool fans as only we can be. And Divock there with the goal that cemented that Champions League win against Tottenham was unbelievable. 30th of October 2019, he scored twice, including a last-minute bicycle kick against Arsenal, which Liverpool eventually won on penalties following a 5-5 regular time finish. I was at that game. That game was unbelievable. I think Martinelli for Arsenal, I think, was exceptional. But it was incredible. Unreal. Great game. I remember talking to the guys off AFTV at the back of Anfield. They were shooting their footage and stuff like that, and they were bewildered how it happened. I know Curtis was huge that night. I know Arsenal got on the way with a poor back pass, I think, from James Milner to Quavine. Quavine was also the hero on the night as well. Insofar as he hadn't had a great game, but when it came to the penalty shootout, he was really, really good. So remember, yeah, it was excellent. It was in the ground, and just the banter between ourselves and the Arsenal fans was just unbelievable. And we were down in the right-hand corner, so we were right beside the Arsenal contingent, and both sets of fans were giving it socks. But at the end of the game, we embraced each other. It was a brilliant game. I remember, it was a brilliant cup tie, and it was great to get through it as well. So it was fantastic. 4th of December, he scored 2 goals as Liverpool beat rivals Everton 5-2 in the Merseyside derby. The significance of this win was it extended our unbeaten run in football to 32 matches, which was a new club record. So again, scoring instrumental in creating more records and stuff like that, as only Divock can. Who forgets the scorpion kick inside the 6-yard box in the 2-0 Carabao Cup win over Preston on the 27th of October? Normally you wouldn't kind of delve down into that game, but that scorpion kick was just unbelievable. Scored a 94th-minute winner away to Wolves in the Premier League on the 4th of December. Origi scored Liverpool's second in a 2-1 win. He scored that late winner against Wolves, and it was unbelievable. I remember the ball came in and he moved around and buried it, and we looked like we weren't going to get much. We looked like it was done and stuff like that. But again, up stepped Origi, clutch, injury time, as only he does, and it was absolutely brilliant. Incredible. He scored Liverpool's second in a 2-1 win against AC Milan at the San Siro 3 days later. And Liverpool became, history again. Liverpool became the first English club to win all 6 Champions League's group games in the competition's history. So again, and he was pivotal to that. I happened to have the pleasure of being over there for the first AC Milan game in that group stage, and he played in that as well, and actually could have bagged a few, but was just unlucky. Missed a couple of headers just slightly over the bar, if I remember as well, but was pivotal in the game. So, like, where do we go with these guys, fans? What do you think about them? Legendary status, so many moments, so little game time, and just I suppose if you reflect on his Liverpool career, he's just been so unlucky to be at Liverpool at a time where we've had Mane, Firmino, Salah, Jota, Diaz now has come in, Taki came in. We've just had so many great footballers there. And he just happens to have been just on the periphery of that. But every time he's come in, he's answered the question. He has scored unbelievable goals at unbelievable moments in our season that were so pivotal to the history, and especially Jurgen's history and his legacy in the club. A lot of it has been built on Divock Origi moments, and you can see the affection that Jurgen has for him when he talks about him. He calls him the legend Divock Origi, and it's just unfortunate we couldn't have given him more game time. I'm absolutely delighted that he's getting a move. I hope he goes to the Italian league and absolutely lights it up. I think he'll do brilliant for AC Milan. I think the one thing about him is he's a consummate professional. He's never once complained about his situation. He obviously wants more game time, and that's fair enough. And all we can say is that we raise a toast to you, Divock Origi. We salute you for the moments that you gave us. We will never forget those moments, the Everton goal, the Wolves winner, the goals in the Champions League, the corner taken quickly, Origi, will be enshrined in the club's history forever. So you leave with a legacy in the club that's intact, and truly is, I suppose you would call, legendary status. Divock, the best of luck in your career in Italy. I hope you absolutely smash it. And we thank you for all those memories.